People are surprised when I tell them I've never had a single drink of alcohol in my life. Not one sip, not even by accident. If you're curious about what a completely alcohol-free life looks like, or wondering if it's even possible in today's world, I'd love to share my story with you. Why have I never had alcohol? I was never exposed to it growing up. My parents and grandparents don't drink alcohol. My siblings and their families also don't drink. And I married a man who doesn't drink either. This lifestyle started with our faith, but it's become so much more than that. And yes, I learned about avoiding alcohol at church and at home, but now as a healthcare professional, I see the effects of alcohol firsthand. What I was taught growing up wasn't just religious advice, it turns out to be backed by solid science. I'm also aware that some people aren't as fortunate as I am. My husband had an opposite experience. He grew up with a family member who abused alcohol. He never felt safe at home and dreaded coming home after school because of the risk of verbal and physical abuse if that family member was drunk, which happened frequently. And as a result, my husband decided to never drink alcohol. Learning about others' experiences makes me grateful for my parents' and grandparents' choices that gave me a safe home. I hope to not come across as I'm better than other people out there because I don't drink. But this needs to be said. Your children will thank you. I know that because that's how I feel about my parents and grandparents. Peace of mind. It is indeed a gift to your kids and grandkids. If health is wealth, then an alcohol-free home is a type of generational wealth. One common thing I hear is, your life is too restricted. Where's your freedom? Here's how I see it. People often think of choice as the only aspect of freedom. For every choice, there's a consequence. And while many view freedom as only the ability to choose, I consider the consequences of my choices too. What are the risks and consequences of drinking alcohol? Hangovers, chronic diseases like cancer, cardiovascular disease, liver disease, mental health problems, car accidents, crimes, broken homes, domestic abuse, date rape, wasted money, wasted time, a foggy brain, clouded judgment, a lack of clarity, a lack of focus. Is there freedom in any of these outcomes? I don't think so. And that's why I believe that alcohol does not and will never grant me true freedom. In fact, to drink alcohol is to give your freedom away. According to recent U.S. data, about 178,000 people die from excessive drinking each year. That's about 20 people dying per hour. 2/3 of alcohol-related deaths were from chronic conditions which develop from drinking alcohol over time. The other 1/3 of alcohol-related deaths were from binge drinking or drinking too much on one occasion, including car crashes, alcohol-involved drug overdoses, alcohol poisonings, and deaths by suicide. Real freedom, as I've come to understand it, looks like waking up every morning with a clear head and ready to tackle the day, being able to drive anywhere, anytime, making decisions I'll never regret or struggle to remember, having complete control over my actions and words, saving thousands of dollars each year, never wondering if I've ever embarrassed myself last night's party, and being present for every moment with my loved ones. Another thing people tell me is that my life is boring and that I'm missing out on fun, parties, and socialization. Sure, I might go to fewer parties or bars than people who drink, but the friendships I have are real and deep. We connect over actual conversations and shared experiences, not just drunk nights we barely remember. I would rather have a small group of friends who know and accept the real me than a huge circle of drinking buddies who only know my tipsy self. This is something I learned from Mark Manson's video about him quitting alcohol. If you need a drink to enjoy a person or a thing, then you don't actually enjoy that person or thing. It's not that I don't make friends with people who drink alcohol. I do have friends who drink. However, I respect their choice and they also respect mine. They're not the ones who like to drag me down. Even though I'm missing out on a lot of things, I gain more from not drinking alcohol. On the outside, by other people's standards, they may think that my life is boring and dull, but I actually feel more peaceful, happy, and fulfilled. Bob Dylan once said, Even if you don't have all the things you want, be grateful for the things you don't have that you don't want. Consider this. Every major decision, every meaningful conversation, every moment of genuine joy in my life has happened in complete sobriety. While others might wake up wondering what they said or did last night, I go to sleep knowing that every laugh, every word, every memory was authentically mine. That's not restriction. That's freedom in its purest form. What are the benefits of an alcohol-free life? 1, life without alcohol saves me time, money, and energy. Need I say more? Because I don't have to deal with the consequences of drinking alcohol, I can show up for my family, friends, and my clients at work and be at my best, able to focus on things that actually matter to me. Next, better health, obviously. According to the World Health Organization, there is no safe amount of alcohol consumption. At the end of the day, alcohol is a drug. Alcohol is never healthy, not even a drug. Alcohol is classified as a group 1 carcinogen and has been found to cause at least 7 different types of cancer. This is one of those rare situations in which a substance is not harmless at any dose. But what about red wine? I've heard people say that too. Let's talk about the red wine is healthy argument. Yes, red wine has some antioxidants, but you know what else does? Grapes, berries, fresh fruits. If someone's drinking wine for their health, they are fooling themselves. Why would you choose to get your antioxidants from something that's literally classified as a carcinogen? It just doesn't make sense. There are so many healthier ways to get these benefits without the downsides of alcohol. I've seen how the wine is good for your heart myth has been oversold, while the cancer risks are often brushed aside. In case there are viewers here that still choose to drink, please do so responsibly. It is also important to know that less is better and none is best. But again, there is no dose of alcohol that is considered beneficial for your health. So how do I handle social situations where alcohol is present? There was this one time at a Christmas party at work where they provided unlimited free drinks to everyone. I chose to drink fruit juice and water. And the bartender was very accommodating and nice, and he actually prepared a non-alcoholic red wine, which I tried, and it was good. If I know that a social event will have alcohol and I don't have anyone with me who doesn't drink, I reconsider attending. Like during that work Christmas party, my husband was with me, so I had someone sober to share the experience with. However, if I go to an event where I know I will most likely be the only one who won't drink alcohol, I prefer not to attend. If you're currently drinking and considering quitting, know that there is no shame in wherever you are in your journey. While I've never experienced alcohol personally, I've witnessed countless people successfully transition to an alcohol-free life. Each person's path is different. Some quit cold turkey, others gradually reduce their intake, and many find support through professional help or communities like the AA. Everyone's story is different and everyone's reasons are their own. But after sharing my journey, I want to leave you with this. They say I'm missing out, but what I've found is instead of liquid courage, I've discovered real bravery. Instead of numbing my pain, I've learned to heal it. Instead of drinking to remember the good times, I actually remember them. Instead of fitting in, I've found the confidence to stand out. Instead of escaping reality, I've created a reality I don't need to escape from. Some see sobriety as an end to fun, to social life, to stress relief. But I've discovered it's actually a beginning, the beginning of an authentic joy, genuine connections, and true freedom. The choice is yours.